don't worry if you guys see that it kind of cuts out for a second. It's just the computer thinking. It happens all the time. All right. So who here like has the program? I know you do, Lois. Does anybody else have the program? It doesn't matter if you do, but.
No.
Okay. All right. No problem. If you weren't here last time, or if you didn't see the videos, I'm just gonna exit out for just a second. No, I don't want to. And then just show a little bit on like what kind of like images you're going to be working with. So let me just open up just a quick little synopsis of that. I'm going to screen share again. Oh, maybe I should not have done that. Never mind. Okay, so Illustrator, you can make, you can have set presets in Illustrator that'll make images for web, for printing, like on t-shirts and stuff like that. So here's the open screen. You can also take images from your Adobe Cloud once you get that, but I'm just gonna put, here's where you change the name. Make sure, whatever you're making for, making sure you have it in the right dimension.
Abby. Yeah. I think your screen share isn't working.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I didn't get too far. No worries. Okay, so you can take it from Cloud Documents. Here's the name change. Here's where you can have it for whatever you're going to be doing. Film, video. I'm just going to go for print. And CMYK and RGB. If you don't know, RGB is red, blue, green. That's more for web. And then CMYK is more for print. And then they'll probably give you whatever you need for 300 ppi pixels per inch, which in Illustrator you don't necessarily have to worry about that too much, but if you need it, that's where you can find it. Okay, so we talked about, I talked about last class about vector images or putting it into image trace. A way you can do that is to go down to place in file. So file, place, and then you can take a image that you get from a client or from the internet, like if you want to put a logo or any of like the social media. I'm just going to go to logo for now. And I cannot see. I'm gonna have to move where I'm seeing the chat and everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to logo, and then you're gonna place it however big the file size is, that's fine. And for logos, really the less color you have in it, the better the image is gonna trace. So image trace, you can look under Windows, and here you go. That's a lot of these applications right here you can find in the Windows section. But I already have image trace, but it's going to pull it up if you don't know where to find it. And then here is the presets. You can do this. The high fidelity is more for photographs if you want to make them vector images. If you're just taking a logo, you're probably just going to do 3 to 6 colors, or any of these, depending on what you want. But you really only need one color for this because that's what it's going to pick out from the source image. Also, if you want to go back to the source image, like you're like, okay, I don't really like that, but I want to see what the image already was, then you would go to source image. And then in advanced, see this image, you can still see the white. So if you just want it translucent, you would hit ignore white. And there we go. Now you can't see anything behind it. So you can put it in front of any kind of image and it'll show up. Then you can mess some of these settings. I'll show you more of that when we get to like in a photograph. So to trace it, you have to take it off preview to trace it, and then you can put it anywhere you want. And then what you can do with the image is you can go to object and then expand. And then what that does is what I showed earlier with the direct select is now you can directly alter the image to change it. You usually won't do that with logos, but if you, let me go back to direct tool, and then you can ungroup it, and you're probably going to have to ungroup it twice. So that ungroup, now you can select just parts of the logo, and you can, if you want to select like two or more parts, you would hit shift and then click the next object. And then you can just change the color of it. Like if you needed to go on a dark background, then you can just change that part. And then if you weren't here last class, if you want to select all of the image that you have, you can just click and drag and you can select everything. And once you have it set to where you want, you can go back to object and then group it again. And then you can have the image wherever you want. Also, if you can't see the image when you deselect it, you can hit Control or Command Y, and then you can see everything on every layer as just as line work, basically. And then Control or Command Y again, and then you will have the logo. Also, here, I'm gonna put a darker background just so you can see what it would look like behind it. And then you can go into, where is the layers? Looks like I took it off. That's okay, because you can go into Windows. Oh, there we go. And under the little Windows section, you can take one part of the layer and move it. I sound so excited today.